Let's be honest. Healing sounds poetic until you actually have to do it, right? It's not candles, it's not journals, it's not yoga poses on a beach at sunset. Sometimes it's ugly. Sometimes it's crying over leftovers at midnight. Sometimes it's wondering why your heart still hurts even though it's been months. Hello, my lovelies. Welcome back to In My Opinion by Oli. I'm your host, Oli, and today's episode is called Healing Begins Within. Embracing self-compassion. You see, we are often so kind to ourselves and kind to others. We forgive, we support, and we encourage everyone around us. But when it comes to ourselves, we are like, get over it already. We treat our hearts like they're supposed to bounce back from heartbreak like a phone dropped on the carpet. But healing doesn't work that way. Healing does not work that way. What you are trying to do is you're trying to move on fast. You're trying to stay strong. When what you really want is to sit down and tell yourself that you're doing your best and enough at that moment that you have to stand up and look after yourself. Be kind to yourself. Love yourself. Healing begins the moment you stop running from your pain and start listening to it. It begins when you give yourself the same patience you've given someone that you love. Self-compassion isn't saying I'm fine. It's saying I'm not fine, but I'm learning to be okay with that. It's choosing to speak kindly to yourself when your mind wants to criticize. It's giving yourself permission to rest instead of hustling through hurt. It's laughing at your own mistakes instead of turning them into proof that you are not enough. Because let's be real, life already is tough. You don't need to be your own bully too. I remember once I tried affirmations for self-love. I stood in front of the mirror like, you're strong, you're beautiful, you're worthy. And halfway through, I sneezed. That's funny. It totally ruined the vibe, right? But you know what? I laughed. And when I laughed, at that point, healing doesn't have to be dramatic or perfect. It can be messy, it can be awkward, it can even be funny. Because that's how real humans heal, not with perfection. Humans heal with progress, step by step. When you start showing yourself compassion, everything changes. Your relationships start to feel lighter because you're not expecting others to fix what you're still ignoring inside of you. You stop needing validation from people who can't give it. You stop chasing closure from situations that already taught you what you needed to learn. And most importantly, you start coming home to yourself. Healing isn't about getting back to who you used to be. Healing is becoming who you are meant to be. Someone softer, someone wiser, someone more grounded, and a little bit funnier. Yeah, can be. So if you're listening right now and you are in that space, whether your heart feels heavy, your mind is tired, or your spirit is just done, pause, take a deep breath, breathe in and breathe out, a very deep one. And tell yourself, I am healing. I am proud of me, even if it's slow. Because healing doesn't happen in a straight line. It happens in the quiet moments when you choose kindness over criticism, when you choose kindness over patience, and pressure over patience, and love over self-judgment. You don't have to have it all together to start healing. You just have to start with yourself. Thank you for tuning in today, my lovelies. And until next time, be kind to yourself. Healing begins within. Remember that. Bye.